So, welcome to part 10. This channel is all about cloud certifications. It helps you prepare. So, subscribe. In this question, you have a company, they run their loads on AWS. So, they are already on AWS. Okay. And, uh, and they are having Windows load, not Linux. You see this Windows load. And they make use of Windows file share. So, they're saying the file shares they synchronize data and maintain duplicate copies. So you have suppose this F1 and F2 file share. Okay, they both will sync each other so that both will have same data and hence there will be some duplicate also. Okay, because whatever F2 has, F1 has, and whatever F1 has, F2 has. So F1 will not have something which is totally unique, and F2 will not have something which is totally unique and F1 doesn't have it. Now this setup is not highly available. We have to make it highly available. Highly available. That means if you put it somewhere so that it does not go down, there should always be a copy. It's like you have two team member. If one is sick, the other can still do the same work, same skills they could have. So right now it is not highly available. Plus, they want something which is a durable storage solution. Durable means there should not be loss of data. So my answer in this case would be I would use FSX for Windows file server. Okay. So why FSX for Windows? Because it addresses uh, durable storage. That is point one. And with multi-AZ because it addresses high availability, which is point two. High availability, how? If you see this guy is on multiple AZ. So if one AZ goes down, suppose there is a flood, some natural disaster, and one AZ goes down, still your application and data is not lost. The data is still in other AZ. So it is highly available. And we migrate all data to FSX. So you're currently you don't your data is on two file shares. You migrate everything here now because we have a better storage solution. So this is the explanation slide. If you can pause, you want to read it or you want to take a screenshot and save it for your reference, you can do that. See, when we say A is saying I will use S3. Will it work here? See, we are talking about file share. You see this file share. S3 is object store, not a file share. That is why A is wrong. Now B is telling guys, let's use file gateway. See, this is file gateway. This is a hybrid cloud solution. Like you have on premises and you have cloud. You want to we want them to talk with each other. You want to extend your storage solution by not adding anything to on premises. You want to use S3. Then you can use this. Okay. This is how it works. On the left hand side, you have on premises file gateway you have put here, and these guys can now store data in S3 and other storage classes of S3. So again, this is a hybrid cloud solution. This question is not about hybrid cloud. This is wrong. And D is telling, guys, let's use EFS. So EFS is about files and multi-AZ and everything should work. So now you think why we didn't choose this as an answer. Think about it. Why we didn't choose it? EFS. Why? इतना अच्छा तो है. So why it will not work? Because this guy works only on Linux operating system. Linux. In our question, we are talking about only Microsoft operating systems. Why Microsoft? It clearly says Windows. So we should not give solution which works on Linux. If they are specifically saying I have Windows workload. So if you want the explanation for A, B, and D, which are incorrect, why they are incorrect, you can save this screenshot also. This will help you with justification. So our answer is option C. So this is FSX for Windows. Uh, what it does, this is how it works. It only works for Windows operating system, Windows workloads. And these are the use cases. Our use cases, our question is point one. Migrate Windows file servers to AWS. It's kind of we're not migrating, but we are using a different storage solution. So this will fall here. So this one is the next one. So you are a solution architect. You are developing a VPC architecture. Okay, this and it has multiple subnets. So why you are developing this? Because you want to host applications. And where are these applications? What have you used to build? You have used EC2 instances and RDS databases. So this EC2 instance, it is like a computer on cloud, and it has these many different types. Based on your use case, you can use these types. And then you use RDS as a database. So RDS is a relational database in AWS, and this is a managed one, easy to manage relational database for optimized total cost of ownership. So there are how many AZs? There are two AZs, AZ1, AZ2, two AZs, and each AZ it has one public subnet, one private subnet, and one dedicated subnet for databases. Both these AZs have. So they both have these three things. These three things. They both have these. So only EC2 instances that run in private subnets can access database. So only the guy who is in private subnet can access RDS. I'm repeating it again. If you are having a public subnet, you cannot access the database. If you have private subnet, then you can access the database. Okay. This is what you need to implement. Now, what will we use to implement this out of these four solutions? See, you know security groups. The security groups. See, in this question, you want to control traffic. That means one sort of traffic can use that road, the other traffic cannot. Like it happens on roads in Mumbai, you see a lot of time. Some roads they are not for lorries and tankers, so they are for small vehicles. So this is what security group does. It will tell boss if you are a truck, don't come here, use a different road. That is what security group does. So in this case, what security group will do? It will tell, oh, if you are from private subnet, I will allow you. If you are from public subnet, I will not allow you. This is how it will work. So this solution looks correct. We are telling we are creating a security group. You will allow inbound traffic from security group that is assigned to instances in private subnet. That means only private subnet people can get here. And then you attach this group to database. So database will say if you are coming from private subnet, I will talk to you. Otherwise, I will not talk to you. So this is all about traffic control. You want to read the explanation. This is the explanation. You can take a screenshot if you want. See, A route table. Route table works, but at subnet level, it controls the traffic. Okay, and this is the next close answer. But why it is not correct here is because it will not be effective for inbound. It is effective for outbound traffic. So read this one. A, they do not control outbound traffic to a resource. So this option will not prevent traffic originating from public subnets to RDS instances. That's why this is wrong. So B, so option B is wrong because so if we it is saying because I will work. See, it is similar to C, but the only thing it is doing is it is saying I will deny instead of allowing. Option C was allowing to public to private subnet. B is saying I will deny. So now you might think, okay, that is still fine. You should deny. Uh, so if you are from other than public subnet or some other public subnet, you can still access. So that will be a problem. You just allow one guy, so that rest all is denied. That is the best way to do it. So suppose you are going to a office building and there are 10 floors and you just want reception access. So will the access system guy tell, okay, I will deny access to floor 10, floor 9, floor 8? That is too much of work, right? So what this guy will do, security guy, they will only tell, okay, I will tick reception area, ground floor only. Rest all is unticked. That is the better way of doing things. And D is saying, boss, let us do peering connection. This is a disaster. Now what will happen is everybody will be able to talk to the database via because you are peering public and private subnet. So even public guy can talk to database via private subnet. So this is a disaster that you will be doing. So you should not do that. If you want to read the notes, you can take a screenshot and keep it for your reference. Why A, B, and D are wrong. Now, this is our final answer. Now, again, one more question, and life gets very boring with so many long options. Question is small, but the options are so long. So, let's read line by line. The company has registered its domain, like there is something like GoDaddy. Similarly, here they have done it with Route 53. This is service from AWS, very reliable, and it is used to route end users to internet applications. Okay, that is the whole purpose. If you want more details, you can pause and read this highlighted portion. You can understand what it does. So the company they use API gateway. Okay, they use API gateway and where in this region, one region, as a public interface for backend microservice. If you are from a microservice field, you will get this question very well. But if you are not, then it becomes a bit tedious to get your brains around to understand what's happening. Okay, so there is a API gateway in this region as acting as a public interface, and who is using this API gateway? API services, third party API. And the company is saying, boss, please design API, its URL, gateway URL with the company's domain name, and do whatever you want. Put a good certificate so that third party services can use HTTPS and not HTTP. HTTP is not secured. HTTPS is secured. So option C looks correct here. They are telling I will use a regional API gateway. So a regional gateway. Regional means you have central region, a regional gateway, and associate this gateway endpoint with company's domain name. Then obviously we have to now address the certificate piece. So we will import public certificate associated and what is the service for storing certificates? That service is certificate manager. We also call it ACM or all this SSL TLS certificates. Keep it here. Okay, don't keep it on S3 object store. Keep it here. Then it will be safe. Okay, so they have done the right thing in option C. They're keeping it there. And now, once you have the certificate, you need to attach it also, right? So that you are forced to use HTTPS. So you attach it to the API gateway endpoint. And now you tell Route 53. See, you also had Route 53 in the picture. So now you tell Route 53 was route to this API gateway endpoint because you have now arranged everything. Now the router, see, you have a hotel room, you have a clean hotel room, non-smoking, champagne and wines are all set, food is all set there. Now there is a router. So now the reception is the router, and you tell them, okay, now you can send the guests here. Okay. So that is the routers. Before that, you have to arrange your room, clean it up, and etc. So option C looks correct. So we have given a detailed explanation. It becomes boring also to read everything, but take a screenshot, but and do read it. I have also explained you now. It's the same explanation, but if you want to store for reference, take a screenshot. See why other questions are or other options are wrong. This is the A is wrong, B is wrong, and D is wrong. You can pause and read this or take a screenshot for reference. So option C is our answer in this case. Okay, now you have this next question. There is a company. See, these small questions I really like. So there is a company and they have a social media website. Imagine like Facebook, something similar to Facebook or Instagram. Now this website gives you this ability to upload images. See, in Facebook application, you are uploading images to share with others. Okay, so that's fine. So what should I do now? Uh, what should I do? The company wants to make sure that images do not contain appropriate content. So you know there are idiots. It is your application, you are doing a clean work, but some idiots may upload some inappropriate content. Now you want to make sure that these idiots are getting taken care of. See, your environment should be clean. Others can do whatever they want. Okay, but your friends in the college can tell you to smoke, can tell you to take meth, um, can tell you to take alcohol, but it is your responsibility to stay clean. Okay, to stay clean. Or you have an option, consume everything, and after 2 3 years, you screw up your life, go to a rehab or do some crime, and then the police will anyways fix you to make you clean. So it's up to you. You stay clean, or you will be forced to get clean later in your life. So we are trying to stay clean now itself. Okay, we don't want legal complication. We are trying to stay. This company does not want legal issues. Facebook does not want legal issues. They want to stay clean, but they also want to minimize development effort. They are saying, "Boss, I don't want to write some tons and tons of code to look for inappropriate images. No, it should happen something automatically." So You have something called AWS recognition. Okay, so recognition, it is easy to add image and video analysis to your application. So it will automatically analyze and look for, say, more skin exposure. That's how we do it. We look for more skin exposure in the image or the video and then flag it. But I don't know. Sometimes nowadays I see Facebook and Instagram. Uh, so much of skin exposed, but still it does not flag it. But that's how it is. So our answer in this case is recognition. We will use this. We will just use this. It has very less development effort, and we use human review for low confidence predictions.